My fellow Ambalanders, greetings again. Once more, my name is Ivo Tapang. We've been working on this particular case since morning, and I'm here to give you some updates. Number one, of course, everyone knows the case that has been reigning for the past few hours. The international media has been contacting us for a very long time. We've been on interviews and interviews to react and respond to this particular news coming from Ground Zero, Ambazonia. I've been on a couple of interviews for the last 3 hours with the BBC, with Reuters News Agency, and with Al Jazeera. And so we've been figuring out ways in which we can, first of all, debunk the story, which is not directly linked to Ambazonia. And secondly, how we can investigate and collaborate to exposing these criminals who are using the name of Ambazonian fighters to wreak more havoc in a struggle that is already dire. Within the last few minutes, I was contacted by one of the French bloggers, a very popular French blogger, and he told me that a lady has contacted him. There are two people, actually, one man and one woman. And they say they can clearly identify that person who was in that video. You know the person, of course, you'll see the particular video where it's coming from. This is the person I'm talking about. So they say they can clearly identify this fella. And his name is Veng. Veng, who comes from a village called Kolfulu. Kolfulu is located in Yaoundé. I think it's the outskirts of Yaoundé, where they have the Hizakam, where Hizakam is situated, according to what has been explained. So it looks like Kolfulu is located in Yaoundé. It's a village in Yaoundé. They say towards Soua. So this is where this fellow, this kidnapper, comes from. His name is Veng. And of course, Veng has been the one, Veng Amel Rostan, and he has been the one who is keeping these our children. So we are kind of investigating and sharing notes with other French bloggers, with other colleagues across the Mongo. That means our neighboring bloggers, and they are giving us information. And of course, no one condones with this kind of atrocity. So this guy works for the military, the Cameroon military. He wears some kind of a military attire, and his shoes are completely the Cameroon boots. There is another fellow here. If you look at the video towards the right-hand side of your video, you would at the bottom right-hand side, bottom left-hand side, you would see a fellow wearing a Cameroon military boot. And these are guys who are working very closely with La République du Cameroon to infiltrate our circles, to collaborate with some of our own people, to send them videos to share and say they are Ambazonian fighters. But thank God, as God is always kind and being on our side, these guys have been clearly exposed. So literally, we have the video and we are still examining the source of the video. And there are every indications that those who are behind this kidnapping of the children are all from La République du Cameroon. And clearly from their language, they cannot speak English, they cannot speak French, they cannot speak Pidgin English as well. So they are clearly from La République du Cameroon. We are strongly investigating. We have been on the team for the last few hours. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the fact that Dr. Ayabacho Lucas, His Excellency, has tasked us, the security expert of his cabinet, of his team, to sit down and find out ways of exposing these particular atrocities. So we are working on it very, very strongly, I can guarantee you. And we already have some experts who are already pointing out some clues. But the biggest clue so far has been the testimonies from two Francophones who clearly state that they know this particular fella from his eyes. The eyes of a human being are always the same. So the eyes never change. If you can recognize someone from the eyes and not from the jaws. So from the eyes, he has been clearly identified as Veng Antoine Rostand, Veng Rostand Amel. Veng Rostand Amel, who works with the Cameroon military and who is located in Kolfulu, a village just in the outskirts of Yaoundé, our neighbor's capital, towards Soua. So Kolfulu is the village where this guy comes from. So literally, we've got one lead, and it shall expose us. It shall give us more access to several leads. So we have just one for the moment. But from the video as well, according to what we've been sharing with the advisors to His Excellency Dr. Ayabacho Lucas, they clearly state that if these guys were taken from PSS in Kwen, the school in Kwen, probably they are not there. I don't think they've gone so far. And the location clearly shows that they are in a mud brick building. And we don't have many of those kinds of buildings in the heart of Nkwen, where if these kids are being held up, they would be very much seen by some passerby, or their cries could be heard by someone who is a neighbor. They could have been taken in the military truck to neighboring Bafoussam. Bafoussam is filled with red soil. Most of the people there build their houses with red bricks. So they could have been as well taken to Bafoussam. That is one of the biggest clues we have. And that is where the video was done. Because if it's in Ambazonia or in any village in Ambazonia, our people are already filled in those villages. And if it's any place closer to Ambazonia, I think these kids would have been located. But for now, we have strong evidence that they are in Bafoussam, anywhere around Bafoussam, and also that the people who are involved, so one has been identified as Veng Rostand Amel, working with the Cameroon military. I think a lady clearly testified that he knows the person he knows the person, and which is something very good for us. Just to emphasize here one more time, I think, and we strongly believe, the AD of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, we strongly believe that those who are responsible for this act did so in bad faith, because they wanted to use it as a mass distraction tactic to take away the attention from Mr. Paul Biya, who will be sworn in a few hours from now. So already we have Francophones who have been protesting against Mr. Paul Biya in Yaoundé, in Bafoussam, and across the world. And Mr. Paul Biya knows that Kamto has already vowed that he must be president in that country. So literally we're seeing a situation where there are two presidents in one country. It's a very sad situation for someone who's been in power for nearly 40 years. So there are two presidents in one country. Kamto has said he's gonna swear in as well. Mr. Biya says he will swear in. Kamto says he will form his own government. Mr. Biya says he will form his own government. So we have a very, very disturbing situation in our neighbor's country, La République du Cameroon. And this is very, very disturbing because Mr. Paul Biya has already pushed his people to the brink of a war. And Kamto is also left with a military option. So Mr. Biya is adopting China's propaganda model, what we call mass distraction tactics, to dissuade the people from some kind of domestic cost to looking at other issues that affect neighboring Ambazonia, a foreign country. So literally we call it Afghanistanism in simple words. So right now as we speak, La République du Cameroon is on fire. Mr. Biya knows that he may leave anytime soon. Francophones have taken to the streets and the situation is becoming worse by the day and night. And Francophones are not giving up. For the first time, we've seen our lazy friends trying to sit on their laurels, or trying to not to sit on their laurels, but sitting on the edge of the seats to prepare for the worst. And Mr. Biya is trying as much as possible to dissuade the people from that attention to look at what is happening in neighboring Ambazonia. The situation, however, has been brought under control as we are getting several leads, and we are also calling on every leader of the Ambazonia Defense Force and every leader of the Ambazonia struggle in particular to denounce this particular video and to give us very, very strong hand, especially in the eyes of the international community. We understand that the international community has been contacting us for the last few hours for interviews. I've granted at least 3 interviews for Al Jazeera, BBC, and Reuters within the last 2 hours. And we also understand that the eyes of the international community is on Ambazonia at this moment because kids are involved. When you kidnap kids, especially school-going kids, it becomes an international crime and it can warrant some kind of military intervention. But because our hands are very clean, we are requesting the U.S. military and the Cameroon and the UK military and the U.S. military to give us some kind of assistance and share intelligence with us, and perhaps military logistics in terms of persons or whatever human resource, so that we can try as much as possible to expose these particular atrocities happening in Ambazonia. We also understand that within the last 2 weeks, the leading opposition leader in neighboring Cameroon, John Frundi, clearly stated that ministers are operating Ambazonia rings, which is clear now as we can see it. We saw the video, we saw the paper last 2 weeks. We ignored the fact that it's Mr. John Frundi saying this, but now it's becoming very clear that Mr. Frundi was right. The ministers are involved in Ambazonia rings. They are forming some kind of rings to discredit the struggle, as they also kidnapped John Frundi's own sister. So if they can kidnap sisters, why would they not kidnap their own children, to put it in simple terms? So these are things that are coming from Ambazonia, and that is the news we had to give you as a briefing. We are very much keen into looking at what is happening in Ambazonia, but please keep your eyes very steady. And also we also strongly advise every blogger not to share things that are very hurtful and damaging to the struggle. Not everything must be put out in this particular struggle. We've taken a very, very long time to build what we are right now, and we cannot take 1 or 2 months or 3 months to crush or to crumble or to destroy a struggle that we took at least 3 years to build. We must be very, very wary of how we spread a message and what kind of message we are putting out there. It's not a matter of first to publish. It is a matter of first to win. It is not a matter of first to know what or first to have the information and publish. It is a matter of first to have a strategy and build that strategy and win for the betterment of Ambazonia. So please, guys, stay focused. We've given you the leads and we're working on these actions. In the next few hours, we'll be publishing the stories as reported by BBC, Reuters News Agency, and Al Jazeera. And I insist, and some people have been calling me because of the Reuters News Agency report yesterday citing me. I insist, and I spoke also with Reuters today, and I told them I don't owe any explanation to them with regards to my words. Yes, we killed the soldiers, and we shall kill the soldiers. Very simple and clear. There is no logic in it. We killed the so-called soldiers of neighboring La République du Cameroon, and we shall kill them because they are terrorists. And these are people who have been burning our houses, staging us as terrorists, kidnapping our children and claiming they are all Ambazonian fighters, killing our women and burning everything they see across in Ambazonia. These are terrorists. If it walks like a terrorist, it creeps like a terrorist, it speaks like a terrorist, it mourns like a terrorist, it looks like a terrorist, then it's a terrorist. And that is simple. We shall deal with terrorists as such. There is no insinuation, and the only option available to any terrorist is death. So we shall kill all the terrorists. As simple as it is. I don't owe any explanation to anyone for the words I use on Reuters News Agency. We killed the Cameroon soldiers. We call them terrorists. I killed them, or we killed them, the Ambazonian Defense Forces. We claim authority over our words. We are a defense force, and we have the legitimacy to protect and promote the rights of Ambazonia and its people. We shall protect them, and we own responsibility for what is happening in Ambazonia with regards to defending our homeland from these terrorists we keep killing. And we are asking the terrorists who are holding our kids to release them immediately. Our children, they kidnapped 11 of them. Some people counted 18. Others are saying that 78. We don't know the exact number, but here we are saying that these kids must be released. I don't know what kind of probabilistic function has been used, But if you have a school mixed with Francophones and Anglophones, and all 18 kids are Anglophones, then there should be some careful selection, some careful selective absorption of students from that school. And we believe that La République du Cameroun is heavily involved because they carefully kidnapped Anglophones, asked them to introduce their names and their parents. Why are you introducing their parents? Why are you insisting on these kids calling out their parents, the names of their parents? And with one kid even saying that his father died. Why do you insist on knowing their parents? It's because you want to identify that these kids are Anglophones with Anglophone parents and Anglophones arresting or kidnapping their own kids. Simple logic. Anyone with military strategy would understand what is happening. As simple as it is, they want us and they want the international community and the parents of these kids to know that those who are being kidnapped, or those kids who have been kidnapped, they've been kidnapped by Amba fighters or Amba boys, as they clearly state. And the Amba boys are against Anglophones by kidnapping their own kids and trying to hurt the parents of these kids. So we are asking for their immediate release. And thank God, as fools who always do it, it has the signature and the hallmarks of La République du Cameroun. We've never ever touched our kids. And if La République du Cameroun can hire Israelis to be imposters, to run as campaigners for a fake election, why would they not hire people to kidnap children who are unarmed in a school that we know that no one can touch, in a school that we never had security over? Why would they not go walk into the school and kidnap? If La République du Cameroun could kidnap Tunisians, they kidnapped Tunisians in Diane a few months ago. If they can kidnap Tunisians and some French guys and lie that they are Ambazonian fighters, and the Tunisian government itself acknowledged that these people who were kidnapped in Diane were kidnapped by La République du Cameroun forces, why would they not also kidnap children in our own village, in our own schools? We are asking everyone to be very, very vigilant. We are working as a team with within the Ambazonia Defense Forces, led by His Excellency Ayabacho Lucas. We are working as a team to uncover all of these marvels. And we're asking everyone to stay put and stay focused. And let me seize this opportunity to advise all the Ambazonian fighters, do not turn your weapons against us. This is a time for unity. This is a time where we have to stand strong as one people. Don't listen to bloggers who spend 3, 5, 6 hours calling people's names, inciting rancor among us, turning people against us. Don't listen to those empty heads. Listen to people who pass message of unity. Listen to people who will tell you that a revolution has problems, but there are solutions to your problems. Listen to people who will show you a white sheet of paper and not a dot on that paper. Listen to people who will give you the encouragement and who've always stood by you to bring you to this level so far. Listen to people who are still alive and who stood by you from day one till present day. Don't listen to bloggers who will spend time preaching hate among people. I have no problem with anyone. If you have problems with people, go and solve your problems behind the scene. Fellow fighters, you are on the ground. The bullets are pointing at you. The guns are pointing at you. Be ready to fight La République du Cameroun terrorists. Don't turn your weapons against your fellow fighters who are poised, ready to pull the trigger against La République du Cameroun terrorists. We cannot distract the struggle nor hijack the struggle with some internal crisis. There is no crisis. Every revolution has a problem. If you go to Tunisia or you go to Egypt or you go to Libya that had the most recent crisis in Africa, they had their own internal problems. If you go to South Sudan, they had their own internal problems. There is no family without a problem. Two couples can never ever live together without a problem. But how do you exhibit your problems outside? We have our own problems, yes. Ignore the problem and fight La République du Cameroun. Ignore the problem. We don't have a problem, to put it in simple terms. What is the problem? What is the problem, in fact? Let me ask you, what is the problem? What problem do we have? We have no problem at all. Is it because people are describing themselves as His Excellency? You can as well call someone else your leader. So fight La République du Cameroun. Fight. Fight La République du Cameroon. Call anyone your leader. I don't care. People call me president. I have people calling me president. I don't care. I'm not a president. But if you want to call me president, fine. But fight La République du Cameroon. Pick up your own fight against La République du Cameroon and not against our own people. If you're not comfortable with any leader, describe whoever you have as a leader as your president, but fight La République du Cameroon. And don't discourage others from calling their own people presidents. I don't discourage you from calling someone a president. I want to call my own person a president. So call your own person a president and fight. The enemy is stirring at us and stirring all kinds of hate and division against us. And we are there fanning the flames. We must stop fanning the flames. And to put it in simple terms, the Ambazonian Defense Forces is rolling out a plan. Our plan is to export the war into neighboring La République du Cameroon. We don't care what you tell us, but we shall not win this war if we don't export it. If La République du Cameroon claims we are one and indivisible, then the cancer must be spread across the body evenly. If that cancer is on one part of the body, it should be spread across the body evenly. And we shall spread and metastasize the cancer. That cancer will hit Yaoundé and Douala. We are very keen on it. You have Nangabokos in Yaoundé and Douala. Use the Nangabokos. They are hungry. They need your money. And they don't need much. You give them 10,000 francs, they will do much. Give the Nangabokos. They are your brothers. Feed them. Feed your brothers. When you feed your brothers will rise up against their terrorists. Feed your brothers, the Nangabokos. They are hungry and they need your money. Feed Nangabokos. They will do you exactly what you want to see as change in La République du Cameroon, Yaoundé and Douala. They would get into those ministries and apply for a job. You know what I'm talking about. Give money to La République du Cameroon's Nangabokos. They would get into the ministries, into any office or even hotels and apply for a job. And they need jobs. Give them money. They will take care of the situation. It is enough. Our land cannot be destroyed. And if La République du Cameroon claims we are one and indivisible, and they keep destroying one part of the country, of course, the whole country should be destroyed. And that is what they are teaching us and they are pushing us to do. And this is exactly where we stand. We shall export the war into La République du Cameroon because that is where they hatch terrorism. That is where they nurse terrorism. And that is where they grow terrorism. They transport their terrorists from La République du Cameroon into our land. We must not accept a war being fought on our land only. Take the battle into La République du Cameroon and you shall win in 2 weeks. I say it, in 2 weeks. You shall demilitarize the entire La République du Cameroon in 2 weeks. Not 1, 2. In 2 weeks. Not 2 months, not 2 years. 2 weeks. You shall demilitarize them. As simple as it is, war is a strategy. For how long shall we spend our time reporting and showing videos of La République du Cameroon killing our women, slaughtering them in Manfay and the rest? And we are tired of seeing those gory videos and those gory photos. We are tired. We are tired of seeing our people dead. You don't need to expose the brain for me to see that they have been shot. Take the battle into La République du Cameroon and destroy Yaoundé and Douala. Destroy Yaoundé and Douala. Destroy it. Let them feel the pinch. Let them feel the pain. If you want to do evil, do it well. Let them feel the pain. What we are doing is good. Get into those military barracks or those terrorist barracks in Yaoundé and Douala and do things there. At Provence, you have a military station. Get into that military station at Provence in Yaoundé and do something. Pay Nangabokos. Nangabokos need your support. They need your help. Pay Nangabokos. If you don't know Nangabokos, these are street children. They are hungry. Give them the money and they will do anything that you want them to do. Simple. For how long are we going to be crying? We cannot fight war with chicken hearts. We cannot be fighting a war with chicken hearts. Our people have been sleeping in the bushes for the past 5 years. Not even 2 years or 3 years as I hear people saying. The entire Ambazonia is a bush. We've been sleeping in bushes and the situation is becoming worse. Kids are dying in the forest because they don't have medications. Roads have been blocked. The people cannot move in and out. Take the battle into La République du Cameroon. Take the battle there. We're tired. All those leaders, calm down, sit down, take down my trip to Boyamani, sponsor a war in La République du Cameroon. That is what the money is supposed to be used for. Take that money and sponsor a war in Yaoundé and Douala. Sponsor a war. Sponsor it. They sponsor a war. They've been raising money to sponsor wars in Ambazonia. What are you raising your own money for? We cannot fight a defensive war with a very well-armed conventional army. We can never, ever beat them in any war. Get it from my words. And that's what we keep saying. Some people say we have nothing to do with La République. Oh yes, you have something to do with La République. You have nothing to do with La République if you are a La République agent. You have something to do with La République because La République is in your home, threatening and killing your own people. Take the war into La République du Cameroon and win this battle once and for all. I give you 2 months, 2 weeks. If you take this battle into 2 weeks, you beat them. 2. You already have a divided army. The army is divided. In the north of Cameroon, the army is divided. They are fighting Boko Haram. In East Cameroon, they are already divided. They are fighting, how they call the Seleka rebels. Southern Cameroon, they are already divided. They are fighting with the Gabonese poachers, the elephant poachers. And here you are, with a very well-armed, coordinated military, the Ambazonia Defense Forces. Export the war into La République du Cameroon. That is the strategy. Whatever you give a strategy, it will not work. It will not. Take the battle into La République du Cameroon and destroy them. Our women are in the bushes delivering children and the children cannot even survive for 1 day because their mothers have been killed and there is no breast milk. La République women are there delivering in La Cantiniere Hospital and all of the Chantabia hospitals and their children are leaving to become soldiers. Where are we today? Where are we? We have women who were put to bed last night. Kids have died in the forest. No one is taking care of those kids. The mothers have been shot. There is no breast milk. There is no food to flow the breast milk. But on the other hand, you go to Yaoundé and Douala, you have women who are put into bed and they have kids that will survive and become soldiers, and those soldiers will bear arms to fight against us. If at all we'll still be alive, because all of us will be wiped out. Go into La République and destroy them. Nonsense. See, I never ever talked so before. I hardly come live online. I be a very busy person. But if una want that man come every day, I can't tell una thing we go win. Make una stop all that nonsense. Those stupid, empty-headed bloggers who spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours preaching hate and division against you. Are you so stupid to see it? Are you so foolish to see it? Where is the struggle today? Within the last 6 months alone, the struggle has died. The struggle has died. I don't have that energy to wake up the struggle. I don't get that energy. On 3 occasions, I have rescued this struggle with my other colleague, Mark Beretta. But I don't have that energy. If it dies now, it dies. And we send an apology letter to La République du Cameroon. We write an apology letter and sign and send it. Are we fools not to see that the struggle has died? I don't get time for kind of wake up struggle because of some stupid empty-headed bloggers who give senseless strategies that kill our people. What are we doing with county by county, for heaven's sake? Why are we holding territory? Holding what territory? Why you are whole with Tush territory? The land is already yours. I cannot be holding my wife. Should I be policing my wife all around because she's going to the groceries? I want to follow her to go and see if any man is talking to her. She is my wife. She will come back home. Have confidence in yourself. The land is yours. The land will always be yours. Your wife is yours. If you have confidence, your wife will come back to you. No one is holding my wife. No one is holding my wife. If my wife is mine, it will be mine. I'm not holding my wife. The only people who are trying to hold my wife are those who are trying to steal my wife. Those are the people who try to hold territory. The only one trying to hold La République du Cameroon or hold Ambazonia is La République du Cameroon. That is why they send and pump their troops and money into us to hold territory. Don't hold territory. It's already yours. The territory is already yours. Don't hold your own territory. Hit and run. Hit and run. Simple strategy. Should I need rocket science? Hit and run. You don't need a government now. You don't need anything like government. It's a distraction. I've been preaching this from day one till now. You don't need a government. It's a distraction. Hit, run, bleed the enemy first. Once you bleed enough, then you can start forming all kinds of government with some kind of local authorities or governors or some kind of useless governors or what. We don't need all of those things now. If you want to be a governor, go down home. Go down to Grand Zero and sit there to become a governor. You see, because sometimes when they talk, all man get social. If one can talk every day, we never tire. When one time one can talk, if I want those stupid idiots. Stay focused. I cannot risk my life again to be rescuing a struggle. We better send an apology letter for La République. There are La République spies around you. You don't even know. La République spies. All their own money. How much do you donate? How much do you have? One local villager. How much do you have? Money. Oh, this one. Money. Oh, money. Oh, he stole money. And so what? It's a revolution. It is a revolution. Quote me. It's a revolution. That's my mouth. This is a revolution. Ignore those little nitty-gritties. No revolution is pure. None. No revolution is pure. If you want to be pure in a revolution, go and open a church. Go and open a church. We will solve all of those problems when we arrive, Boya. But not now. The enemy is still around us, trying to bite, kill, destroy, shred us. This is not the time for us to talk about who is a thief, who did, oh, they want to take my money, they want to do it. How much do you contribute? If you want to raise your money, okay? If you want to raise your money. This is the biggest point of the struggle where our boys need money to put into their guns, buy bullets. But we don't have. One agent of darkness came in about 6 months ago and destroyed every people who are trying to raise money. Is it your money? Look at the consequences. People are dying and being slaughtered. You get gun, you don't get nothing for loader inside. They just throw the gun and pay for apology letters. Idiots. Sometimes we have to be as straight as possible. No games here. With Tapang IVO, there is no game. If you want to follow people who play Cornell and trying to be on both sides, go to their blogs. With Tapang, it's either you are there or you are not there. No games. Stupid. Don't give me the impression that you're that kind of a man who counts the number of slices of meat in a wife's soup. For night you come back, we enter inside house. You want to count how many meat there inside pot. Are you that kind of a man? You made General Ivo on the ground to be very angry because of some stupid. How can you claim you have raised money for my trip to Boya? Buy your guns and give to your people on the ground. Don't be taking ADF guns. General Ivo, with all good faith, gave you the guns. Take and fight La République. Now you're forcing a whole general to come and stand on video and beg you for his own guns? Really? So where is the my trip to Boya money? Where are your guns? You gonna steal ADF guns? We don't even consider it stealing. We are sharing resources. When we bought bullets, four cartons of bullets, 4 times on 4 occasions, cartons of bullets. I announced it on Facebook that we are sharing the bullet. General Ivo shared the bullet. We saw videos of how we are sharing the bullet with other groups, not only ADF. We shared with all other fighting groups. And we saw it with our own eyes. Everyone here watching me saw it. We bought this bullet and I showed you the videos of the bullets. Do we have any bias against anyone? No. The little we have, we share. If you never learn to share when you don't have, you shall never share even when you have. And I repeat, if you never ever learn to share when you don't have, even when you have, you will never share. Learn to share. Criminals. Criminals. Another vex where make man not tamper with me because for this struggle, if you want to talk about online presence, I'm here online. I'm not looking for popularity. I already have 142,000 followers. I don't need more. Please, I need less. And I need only less. Maybe some 2,000 to follow me. I don't need 142 is already saturated. I cannot please everybody. I'm not here for popularity. But if you want me to reactivate Facebook, then you wear one trouser, you are me. Is it because we don't talk often? Or not because they will need to come live, can talk for 30 hours? I'm already tired. And I train people to take over. Vela Franklin is doing that. Mami Gerard have been doing that. Kadi Sisse have been doing that. Those are all my students. I'm tired. You train people to follow activism. Then somebody comes in and derails them with some kind of bad habits, making everybody to look weak in a struggle. Nonsense. Stupid. Fellow fighters, the struggle is very simple. We can win this struggle in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Not by talking, not by noise. By strategy. Strategy. And the strategy, see, what is the strategy? Bring all the leaders on the ground. Bring all of them. Who are the leaders? The boys are already coordinated. General IVO has been... Name me one instance where General IVO open him up, cause some other general. Name one. In all his videos he has done, he's been calling for unity. If we say, okay, my fellow fighters, more this, so it even cause someone they say, well, grand friend, I've been a small boy, I've been a weak one, man run me because weak boy, they ever run a problem. Very humble and charismatic guy. Very humble. But we own General IVO. But I will never ever tell General IVO, say, oh, General, before I give you that bullet, go do video for talk against this person or go call him my name for video. Why should I do that? Why? But we have the powers to do that. But I will not do it because I want the struggle to win. It's not to fight against our brothers. There's some stupid heads because you are bubbling over money. My trip to Boya. How much is my trip to Boya? I raised $18,000 in 4 hours. $18,000 on Facebook in 4 hours. I kept this money for at least 12 months. And I gave back the owner. I gave the money to the owner. What is money? What is money? Oh, now money. What is money? Villagers who have never seen money. Johnny just come from inside America. They never see. They just panic when they hear dollars. Don't pay boys on the ground to turn their weapons against us or against somebody. I don't want to see that kind of a thing. If you want to do it, go to your local village and do that kind of nonsense. This is not a local championship. We are playing on an international league. We are playing on Champions League. Criminals. When you put any kind of match ball for inside field, that is what you have. This is our standard. Champions League, you are here. First division or even third division. Please, be on our standard. The thing just vex me. When I want to talk, I never talk so. When I come my video, I don't do one. You never see me talk so. If you don't want the man talk, I go can't talk. Nonsense. Empty heads. I mean, your head is empty, a door full. Chai. I now see why Moses was angry. And I now see why Moses took that tablet and shredded it on the ground. See what the Israelites were doing. I now see why, and I know why, and I now feel what Moses did. To take the command and destroy the thing. That ark, and destroyed it when he came down from Mount Sinai. Look, my fellow Ambazonians, you have one life to live. You have one revolution to live it. It's the Ambazonian revolution. The only time you can ever win in any Ambazonian revolution was yesterday. Now you cannot even win. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you cannot even win. The only time you had to win, your chances were dashed. Right now, you cannot win. But we have a solution. We have a solution. Open your eyes. Open your two eyes. We have that solution. Take the battle into La République du Cameroon. Pay Nangabokos to destroy Yaoundé and Douala. Take that battle into La République du Cameroon. Let the cancer be evenly spread across the body. No chargé bread na for one side. Chargé all bread. Take that battle into La République du Cameroon. That should be your song from now till the end of the struggle. That is when we shall see who are those who are for La République and who are against La République. Because those, some of us in our circle who are for La République du Cameroon don't support the fact that we should take the battle into La République. Because it would destroy their relationship with La République. What do I have to gain from La République? Nothing. But some people in this struggle have a lot to gain from La République. So when you tell them that take the battle to La République, they say, oh no, don't touch it. Oh no, we don't need that. You need it. Take that battle straight up into La République. You will see those enemies of the struggle. You will see them panicking. Those who have never called a gun a gun. Those who say bullet, they still call bullet granite. I said it on Reuters news agency that we are sharing a link. Buy bullets. Our link is there. I always put it, donate a bullet. I've not said granite. No. I have one life to live. One. Donate a bullet. Give a bullet to do what? To buy bullets. To buy grenade launchers. It's there. It's on international media. It's my name there. Not fake, not ghost profile. That is what we should be saying. If you are genuine for this struggle, call a spade a spade a spade. Stupid. The struggle is very simple. Number two, we don't hold territory. Number one, we don't hold territory. Number two is hit and run. Number three, very important, zig the roads, move them. Don't block. Zig, take your zig axe, zig road so move and chew ground. Zig, move and chew ground. Zig. Every part of the road must be diggable. Zig that road, zig them. That means you zig the road. Where terrorists want cancel, you don't even see how your motofi pass. Simple strategy. Thank you, Banso, for doing that. Everywhere in Banso, from to Tobin, they don't already dig them. From Shumbole, Sotegori to Squares, they don't dig them 4 times. From Kumbo Strikers, former Kumbo Strikers Park, from that place with Samba Night Club Day, right up to Njafnwe, they don't dig the road. They don't dig every part of Kumbo. Thank you very much, Kumbo. Other villages must replicate that Kumbo example. Once you dig, you demoralize the enemy and you win. And you win. You make them to spend more to drain their energy. Simple strategy. The strategy is simple, but who can listen? Who can listen? All their own politics. Oh, county by county. Oh, this one. Oh, we are appointing governor. Stupid heads. Stupid. Which
we're appointing. Oh, we're appointing governor, tax collector. What taxes do you want to collect? What taxes? People in the bushes dying, mothers cannot even have hospitals. You want to collect taxes? Go and build hospitals in the bushes before you collect taxes. So that we know that those who are coming to pay, the money goes to the hospitals in the bushes. That's where the taxes are supposed to go. You sit abroad, you eat from abroad, you want to take again money from the ground to abroad. Thieves! Thieves! Say taxes. When I let the sorry people on the ground, say me they pay taxes. Are you not ashamed? Really? Gosh. Oh my God. People really thieves! Thieves! And I go talk I mean you're a thief! Oh chum, oh chum, oh chum. On chum for country talk. They talk say on chum for Banson and shum. You are a thief. Don't pay any taxes. Don't pay anything. No tax. Don't pay no tax. Who's tax? Do you know the meaning of a tax? People they die, mommy they die for inside bush. They don't even give a hospital for inside bush. You may go and pay tax waiting. Where would they get money from? Person when you find you want to pay tax. I've never heard about this in my entire life. Money find war to pay tax. Thieves. Stupid empty heads. I don't say no tax. Any man try me say collect that man no talk talk. Collect on say tax. I'll chop you. I'll chop you raw. Try that nonsense. Because of Tapang talk, I will take money and pay somebody to finish you. Try and say collect tax. Don't try that nonsense. Don't try try that. I will finish you. I swear to God. I swear. You know the sorry people they die for ground. Me man try that nonsense with me for this struggle. Try that nonsense. You go see who on ground. You go see who people they listen to. Say tax. This. See, make man, you know, make a man show my bad side with this struggle. Because there will be this small, they come in a black hat. Go and look at the meaning of a black hat. Person where your hat is black. Then they come in a black hat. If you want to try that nonsense, see, and respect ends where your own disrespect starts. That's when my respect for you ends. When your disrespect starts, and we shall see. Try that nonsense. My open mob say tax or citizen levy. I don't care where it comes from who. We go see who get the struggle. And we go see who get ground zero. Try them. I don't want to talk bad talk. I don't repent. But if you try that nonsense, I go move your eye, put them for ground. I go move two eye, put them. And I tell you, say, look your eye. Say tax. Idiot. You see women dying in bushes. People they are running in villages. They don't even have where to sleep. You are not so stupid in your head as a thief to come and stand and say, oh, we have decided that we will build a governor. Governor by governor or tax levy system. Which taxes? You should be arrested. You should be arrested for that criminal thought. Look, we don't advise General IVO on the ground. General IVO, don't play to this kids gallery. What they are doing that they sponsor boys on the ground to turn their weapons against them. Don't play to that. Don't play to those kids gallery. You are at the Champions League. They are here on the 3rd Division's champion. Stay there. General IVO, never ever warn your own fighters. Never do this because that is what they want you to do. And that is why stupid bloggers on social media keep sharing messages of people warning other fighters on the ground. Because they pay them and those fighters record the videos and send to them so they are the first to publish that kind of a nonsense video. Those are local villagers. Don't play to that nonsense. We have the money to do anything on the ground, including paying fighters to do all videos. They will never tell them to do that. I rather we pay the fighters to look for groundnuts and fight and kill La République du Cameroon. That is what we should be doing. I regret this struggle. I regret this struggle. The day Mark and Tapang left. I regret this struggle. If we had some of these bloggers from the onset of the struggle, when Mark and Tapang was around, the struggle should have long died. It should have long died. I cry. I regret this struggle. Look at the difference is clear. When Tapang and Mark started this thing and we rescued the struggle on different, but they never to see me man blow a trumpet there. But when I look at the sweat coming down from my eye, man, if you rest for see success, man, the rest for see a failure. This is the longest time I've spoken on a live video. The longest time I've spoken on a live video straight up in so many months. Maybe not give me reason for the come all the time for can't talk a live video. I don't tire. I don't itch. I don't tire. I don't itch. I'm a picking na boy already. He the rest give me zero. Na me I the fight for house. More not give me trouble. I regret this struggle. When Mark and Tapang were there, everything was going straight up. Akosom Pauline, straight up. But when stupid heads come and make noise in class, how will people focus? How will people focus? Secret hardly they admit any kind of person. Why you go carry person where he faced 3 times from Gonoko village? Can't admit our Sacred Heart. Why? Why do you need that kind of admission? Why do you admit people from who failed in Gonoko in Sacred Heart College without passing through any exam? Why? Is it because the school is so open? You come and make noise in class and disturb people, derail people, making intelligent people to leave the class and go out because they cannot study in that environment. Of course. If I want to study in class and I hear a noisemaker all the time in class, what should I do? Should I stay in that class? No, I leave the class. And that is how people have left the struggle. Stupid head. It's all right. I know I talk plenty, but make a word to a wise na Sophie sense. A word to a wise na Sophie sense. A word to a wise na Sophie sense. I no one come again next time. I hope I don't cancel it just finish show. And everything back to order. And no one come again second time. And no one come again second time. I don't see bloggers then. They try for please in the struggle. You don't please in the struggle. You take one stance and you stand on it. You don't I need to play in the struggle. It's either you are standing here or you're not standing here. And don't be afraid that people will blackmail you. Mark, pass the message, my brother Mark. Mark, don't be afraid that anybody will blackmail you. Not when I am alive. Not when Tapang is alive. Stand your ground and speak the truth. Stand your ground and take the struggle back to order. The struggle is failing. Stand on your grounds. What are you afraid of? This stupid empty head. Person who have beat down for university boy have a fever 2 times. Can't be get a slag or move your teeth for your nose. Idiot. What are you afraid of? Mark, stand on your grounds. Mark, stand on your grounds. No fear, no goat. Idiot. If you on social media, who are you afraid of? This empty, who's a ghost on social media? Who are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? Who's ghost? You already have the popularity. I'm already having my popularity. 142,000 followers. It's not a joke. It was not built in 2 weeks. It was built in 11 years. 11 years when I started on Facebook. Not in 2 weeks. Get that straight. Mark, stand your grounds. Speak the truth. Speak it to power. And tell those who are involved to stop. Your silence is killing the struggle. Your silence alone is killing the struggle on particular issues. Stand your grounds. Tell them what they have to hear. Tell those fighters on the ground not to buy to those cowards who pay them money to do videos against their own brothers. Tell those fighters on the ground not to buy in or cave in to those cowards who drag other soldiers on the ground like what we saw in Batibo today and were beating them. I don't care whether they were beating IG fighters or not IG fighters. I care if you are beating a fighter who genuinely is fighting for La Republique. That is the danger of failed policies like county by county, where people feel they can fight only in their counties. And if you are not a Batibo person, you are not supposed to be fighting in them, among them. Stop it! Fight as an Ambazonian. Don't fight as a tribalist. If you can give support to Boyo, give support to Boyo. Whether you're from Lebi Alem or you're from whatever Nkwen, give support. If you can give support to any place, give support. I'm speaking here, people are watching me. Are there a particular tribe from in my village who are watching me? No. There are people all over who are watching me. That is how you have to fight the struggle. Encourage everyone. Encourage everyone. You don't need to. I don't need to know where you come from. I just need to know if La Republique is attacking you. Can I give you a support? Can I give you a helping hand? That is how you have to do it. It's all right. It's all right. This struggle don't give me high blood. Okay? And that is how we have to be in the struggle. Be a brother's keepers. Don't be a tribalist. And don't be following people who are tribalist. Don't be in that kind of a syndrome. That kind of cornucopia. Fighters, stay focused. Our enemy is one. I don't get time to talk plenty. Make a go. We'll talk next time. But when I follow example, if you're a fighter on the ground, your role model must be General IVO on the ground. We don't need those villagers who come and be pointing guns at people on the ground. Not even La Republique. Because you are paid by some useless organization to buy Adidas trousers and wear in a forest. And you are speaking against genuine fighters. Are you mad? Are you sick in the head? Because when you wear monkey Adidas, nothing like monkey they behave. You carry a monkey give Adidas. See the monkey go to jump for inside bush. That is how monkeys behave. No sense in the head. Learn to be focused. La Republique comes into the bushes and they are looking for you to kill. And you are there doing videos and warning people who are not even having your time. Are you really sick in the head? Are you really sick? Now, I don't know whether the thing where I will ask him. Don't make me to give me, not give me the impression say you're La Republique. La Republique, they can't go inside forest. Can they find you for kill them with guns? And then you there for them to do video with Adidas monkey trouser. They hey, I didn't want it. What stupidity! You're a villager. Focus. Focus. And the person who gave you that money to do that kind of a nonsense is a bigger villager. And the way they speak, you even hear they are villagitic. Guys, stay focused. Stay focused. The ADF has a code of conduct. Don't touch women and girls. Even before one join ADF, don't tell una. The thing that will kill this struggle is in all my videos. I've always said it from day one when nobody was even reasoning it. I said the thing that will kill this struggle is when we touch women and children. I've always said it. Now, La Republique has taken advantage and is touching our women. Go on Google, just type Cameroon. Look at the news stories about Cameroon. You will cry. All international organizations are speaking against the struggle. How can they kidnap children? They say separatist fighters kidnapping children. We are here doing damage control. I've been there on media bargaining and saying, oh no, we do not do it. These are coming from this, and I get all evidence. How long will I be spending my energy to do damage control? How long? I'm tired. Una go spoil am, me na Tapang can fix am. Una go spoil am, me na Tapang can fix am. I'm tired. Guys, stay focused. As I said, if you want to take any person as your president, I don't have a problem. You take whoever is your president. I have taken my own president, Ayabacho Lucas, His Excellency. If it hurts you, follow your own president. Okay, why don't worry? Follow your own president if it hurts you. All is that focus on La Republique du Cameroon. Why does it hurt you? When you spend hours always blogging about His Excellency Sako and it's on your page. It's not as if go to Google and just say His Excellency Sako. You will see his articles, all His Excellency Sako. Then one day when Tapang can say His Excellency, the thing pains you and stretches you. And you come and say, oh no, we should not call His Excellency. Your articles are there evident. Please, this is not a fight. Your fight is against La Republique du Cameroon. Stay focused. Stay focused. And lastly, donate your money to any group that you think can take you to Boya. If you feel EDF can take you to Boya or is fighting La Republique, donate. If you feel another group is really fighting La Republique, donate. It is your money. It is not mine. You are the one who worked for your money. It's not my money. Ha! Shalambulanda. Ndo kalasa lambunda kayanda nduka tasutu ya pusindi kayanda la zukundundu. It is your money. It's not my money. It's your money. You work for your money. Is it me who work for the money? No. It's your money. Donate your money in any group. You are the ones to use your senses to know which group to donate and which group not to donate. I also challenge all the bloggers. Limit those who comment on your posts. We are not here for popularity. No. Go to your friends, your settings page on Facebook. Click on friends only can comment. So that ghosts who create fake profiles will not come to your page and comment on your post. That way, it keeps ghosts on the fence to keep watching our match without interfering. Simple strategy. Keep ghosts on the fence. Let them not comment on your post. If some stupid comment, just simply unfriend, don't block them, unfriend. They can like, love, or even hate, but they cannot comment. This is a revolution. And that is what we, the owners of agenda setting theory, we describe as agenda setting. You are setting an agenda. Go and read Malcolm and Shaw. You are setting an agenda. We cannot be setting an agenda with everyone in it. No. When Christ wanted to establish his ministry, he carefully picked 12 of them. 12. He did not even pick Simon Peter's father, whom together were fishing. No. He picked Peter and his brother Andrew. He allowed his father. Paul stayed there, begin to make a net. Andrew, the junior brother to Peter, follow me. And they followed. You don't need everybody. You don't need everybody in a revolution. Once we get the independence, you will follow. You will come to Boya. We'll give you free flight. For now, we don't want noisemakers in class. Nonsense. Keep those ghosts away. If you want to be my friend, have a real profile. Have a real profile. I will accept your friend's request. The best we can do is that you message me, I message you, we can talk. But if you want to really comment on my posts that are out to get liberation for Ambazonia, you must be extremely very careful. Watch your words. Watch your words. Of course. And then let me see. Okay. I think it's already time. I have to be leaving. All right, guys, friends. Take care, and I wish you all the best. Another time, we will come to talk more about issues in this struggle. So, guys, keep the flame. We are fighting at a Champions League, the bigger one. We are not fighting at the local league. We don't need match balls in class. We don't need match balls. We are tired of match balls. We are fighting at that high Champions League. We need to fight. Flames, we shall be talking. When I get my number, when I call me that I've already put in place the damage control mechanism. When about